Hello everybody and welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday and we are diving back into Morton's Milton factory. I have to say it in that voice every time because it's just one of my favorite bits from the Grumps. You know? The Miltons. We have many Miltons. I made this... I was doing that at the beginning of the last... Well, when I started the episode last time. Let's not repeat ourselves. Ow. Let's not repeat ourselves by dying. Let's not do that. Let's not repeat ourselves. We shouldn't repeat ourselves. And if we were repeating ourselves, we should stop, because we should not be repeating ourselves. So let's not repeat ourselves. Repetition. Has a lot to do with redundancy, which is redundant. Although there are some situations in which you want redundancy. Like, for example, you've got some sort of security system, and you really want to make sure it works. Having some basically one thing that will go off if the other thing fails. That's useful. So, sometimes it's useful to have redundancy, but not usually in speech. Although, yet another exception, repetition for effect is a thing. Repetition for effect is a thing. So, if you want to emphasize something, you can use repetition for effect. Yeah. There's also the rule of threes, which is... It just sounds pleasant for whatever reason. So, if you're listing things, you should probably go with 3. I mean, unless you're really trying to, drive home a point of how many things you're listing. It's very useful at things like, social gatherings, speeches, and, maybe even birthday parties. I guess that would be a social gathering, but, whatever. Sometimes you just gotta walk the walk. I didn't get the wall jump there. I'm starting to think that in that point I should actually jump back to the left, but I'm not sure if my momentum will allow me. Okay, I missed the shroom. Definitely can't go back up, so... Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Alright, I'm gonna try... Oh! That was slick. I wish I could do that consistently. Because that's pretty neat. I did not expect to catch the shellmet with my head there. Alright, yeah, I don't know. I don't think... Oh, I was too fast there, actually. I don't think I can actually bounce directly off the left wall. I think I do have to jump right first. Okay, that was maybe a late start. On the jump there. That was bad. Not bueno. No bueno. Bueno. No? No, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. I don't actually speak Spanish, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. Pretty sure if I said that to a native Spanish speaker, they'd be like, they'd look at me weird, And honestly, I wouldn't blame them. Because, I'm, it'd be weird. Yeah. What? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Hey, I got the shellman. Nice. Oh, frick. Death. All right. I feel like when things bounce you, they bounce you further if you're crouching. I'm not sure if that's true, but between that death right there and rock bottom, the level that I played earlier, I feel like I observed that, you know, when I crouched, I got bounced further, which is interesting. I'm not exactly sure what the reason for that would be, but it would be an interesting mechanic if true. Pew! Hey, Shelmet! Although I was a little slow, I jumped over the thing again. All right, I gotta be better about that second jump with the conveyors, because it's not really. I'm not really nailing it, you know. It's kind of awkward. Kinda awkward. That felt really slow, and I jumped over. Actually, do I even need a second jump there? I'm gonna need to examine that further. Boop, boop. Oh, that's awkward. All right, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna die right here. This is where we're gonna die. This is where I choose to die. Because I don't think anyone else has died there. Maybe someone has, but I don't think so. Okay, trying again. I missed the shell once again. They just keep jumping over the shells. It's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to grab them. It's unfortunate. Like that, except not taking damage. And moving faster. Those are both things that I had to do. But I did not do. Gotta do better. Gotta do better. Do better. Alright. Oh, I slid, which means yeah, I don't need to jump there a second time. I'm jumping one too many times there, and that's why I keep jumping over the shell. Awkward. Alright. This time for reals. This time for all the bacon. This, I didn't get the wall jump. Alright, I need to take a sip of water. You at home, also take a sip of water, because it's very important to keep yourself hydrated. Yeah. Good. You take a sip of water? Good. Alright. We got this. We got it. I didn't jump high enough. Alright, so where do we want to die? Let's die there. That seems like a fun spot to die. Alright. Okay, alright. Morton's Milton factory. We will take the Miltons out of the Milton molds, and we will melt them. Melted Miltons are much more valuable than unmelted Miltons. True fact. That's why they have all the lava here, to melt the Miltons. Yeah, that's 100% fact. Yes, okay. I didn't throw it, which I was supposed to do, but I managed to not jump over it, which is neat. Alright. We've got this. We got this. Ah. Comment the number 1 if you believe that I've got this. I was gonna say put a 1 in chat, but like we're not streaming, so we are not streaming this. Which isn't to say we would never stream this. It's just to say that it's not currently happening. As detailed before, I am more or less incapable of streaming at the moment. So, that is why this is not being streamed. Also, actually this probably would be something I would stream. Frankly, I feel like something I might do when I do eventually start streaming is I do feel like I'll play some of the games that I played on the channel on stream, but like after I've beaten the main game or whatever. Basically what I do for extra EHG now, I would do on stream, because a lot of like post-game stuff in a lot of games is kind of like grindy. And I mean, I suppose this is kind of an example of that, where I'm just kind of going at it over and over again. And, you know, doing that with, you know, a live audience would make it a bit less, make it perhaps feel a bit less grindy. Hey, we got it. All right. Okay, we made it further than we ever made it before. I will say, my plans for what I will stream have changed. Because initially I was thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna stream League, like League of Legends. Because that's kind of the primary online game I play, and it's fairly popular among streamers. And people who watch streams. I'm not gonna get to, yeah. Alright. You know, and I like it. I like that game, League of Legends. But also, there was a point in time, and this is probably the only point that this was true, where I actually started kind of getting tired of League. And this was back when I was doing college on campus, and thus had actual... I have to hold left there. And thus had access to actual decent internet, and could basically play League whenever I wanted. Then again, I had a lot of other stuff going on at the time too that might have factored into it. But I did get somewhat tired of League at one point. So I've kind of had the thought of maybe it wouldn't be best for me to stream solely League for like 6 days a week. I think it might be... So basically what I've come to the... basically my idea for what I want to stream when I get to streaming is I'll have like 1 or 2 days a week for League. And then I'll have probably like another 1 or 2 days for potentially speedrunning, because I do enjoy doing that, and I do think I would like doing that on stream. And that's a pretty common thing for people to stream as well, is speedrunning. And then I'll have potentially a day for stuff, basically like whatever game I want to play at the time. Which could be like, it could be like something from the show, doing post-game stuff and that, or it could be just another online game that I feel like playing. Like, I don't know, like to stick to Riot, I guess, Legends of Runeterra or something. Or basically just like a free slot for whatever I feel like playing. And at that point, we're at, I think, 5 days a week. And I don't know what I would, I also do plan on eventually streaming D&D. So that could be at least a day a week. Maybe more. Considering how many campaigns I end up get going. How many campaigns I get going. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting once I get to that point, but we're not there yet. Oh, I was actually expecting to get hit by the laser. so I wasn't ready to jump because I was expecting the I was expecting the delay from getting hit by the laser. Wow, it actually threw, not getting hit threw me off there. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of chomping at the bit to start streaming, because I just feel like that's the next step, you know? I feel like that's the next step in my developing my career, and I can't right now. I can't. I gotta move out. But to move out, I need to make enough to move out. And to make enough to move out, I either need to just get a better job or find another source of income. Just awkward. Because it's both of those things are not especially easy. I mean, they're probably not impossible, but they're not easy. It's also part of why I'm kind of hoping I can eventually make money off this channel, so that I can move out and start streaming. Not that if I started streaming I would abandon this channel at all, but it's something I would like to do in addition, you know? Because I do like this idea that I'm just kind of... I do like the idea of doing a Let's Play as opposed to streaming, in that I don't have to worry about interacting with anyone at the moment. I can just kind of ramble on about whatever I want to, and just do things that way. Okay. All right. I get going too fast there. But we're pretty consistently getting to that point. Yeah, I think there are advantages to doing Let's Plays that streams don't have. So I can understand how certain people, like, say, you know, the Grumps or Jesse Cox or various other people, have both Let's Play content and stream content. Because, you know, they're not entirely different beasts, but slightly different. Different enough that you might want to do some of each. And I want to do some of each. But currently, I've only got the one thing going on, because that's all I can really do. But it's fine. We'll take it for now. I feel like, I don't know, something in the past couple of years, basically since I started this channel, something for me was like, I need a goal, right? I feel like as long as I'm working towards a goal, then I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not going to harass myself too much about, you know, how much progress I'm making towards that goal, as long as I'm making some progress. And so far, I've been pretty steadily making progress in the direction of making this sort of thing a living. Ow. So I feel pretty decent about myself. I'm still not exactly where I want to be, but that's fine. You know, I went into this knowing that it wasn't going to happen overnight. And, you know, 2 years later, and I'm still not exactly there, but that's fine, right? I was willing to commit years to this, so... Although maybe don't let my parents hear that, because if they got the impression that this was keeping me from moving out, then they might have a problem with me taking, you know, 5 to 10 years to build up a channel I could actually make money off of. But I'm pretty sure my mom's asleep right now. I do tend to record when my when my dad's at work and my mom's asleep. Because my dad works graveyard shifts and my mom works normal shifts, so she sleeps during those times, usually. And I tend to work, I guess what are referred to as swing shifts, but they're closing shifts. We call them closing shifts at my work, which are basically what you would expect someone to work if they were closing the shop at a restaurant. So yeah, I have in working those shifts, one of the things that I really don't like doing is I don't like being awake before work. Because I don't want to get anything started, because I feel like there are two possibilities. Either I get really absorbed into what I'm doing and end up being like late for work or missing work entirely, which I haven't done yet, but is possible, I think. Or I start something and start getting into it, and then I have to stop to go to work, which is never satisfying, right? It's never satisfying when you're like really getting into something and then you're like, oh shit, I have to stop to go do this really not fun thing. Which isn't to say that I don't sometimes have fun at work, but in general, it's kind of a bummer. Definitely not as fun as like working on D&D or working on stuff for the channel, you know? Wow. Wow. Wow, I did not throw it high enough. Okay. So, yeah, I'm, I basically all that was to say that I've adjusted my schedule so that I basically wake up with just enough time to get ready and go to work. And because I'm working closing shifts, that means I'm basically waking up sometime in the afternoon on any day that I have to work. Which means going to bed at like 8 a.m.-ish, typically. I am trying to shift things a little sooner because it's getting to the point where it's starting to get light out when I'm going to bed. And that makes it harder to fall asleep, believe it or not. So, damn it. I feel like that part would be pretty easy if I could just get my momentum under control. But yeah, I've been trying to shift my sleep schedule a little bit earlier, at least. Not incredibly far. Also, there's the matter of if I'm getting up, right, like if I'm going to bed at 8, then getting 8 hours of sleep, which is kind of the bar that I try to hit most of the time, would mean getting up at 4 p.m., right? Like, going to sleep at 8 a.m. means getting up at 4 p.m. That's 12 hours of sleep. Or not 12, 8 hours of sleep, right? So, but normally, there are shifts where I have to get up before 4, which, I mean, it's not too strange for people to get up early for work, but I'd prefer not to have to get up earlier than I usually do. So, it would do me well to at least shift my schedule maybe like an hour earlier. And that's what I've been trying to do with not a whole lot of success. But I've been trying, you know. I find I have a rather difficult time breaking habits. Like a pretty easy time making habits, but not an easy time breaking habits. And if making a habit involves breaking a habit, then I have a hard time making that habit. It's kind of unfortunate. I've known people who are the opposite, where they're pretty good at being able to start something but can never keep to it, which is another problem entirely. But I don't know. Everyone's got their own problems. And one of mine is that I can't, I have trouble making habits. Or, well, breaking habits, mostly. Alright. Gonna get this level. We're gonna get this level. Gonna beat Morton's Milton factory. That was really slow. But it worked. It felt really slow. See, that I'm starting to go too fast on that part, which is kind of funny. because I was going too slow for the longest time. Which means maybe I should press into the wall now that I'm doing it faster. That was slow. This is very slow. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right. I'm going to take another sip of water because throat's getting a little hoarse. All right. And if you didn't take a sip of water just then, pause the video and do it. And then unpause it when you're done. Okay. You've taken a sip now. Good job. Also, I'm going to like this level before I forget to do it, because I've forgotten to like most of the levels. Okay, tiny little nitpick about this level. I don't like how you walk over and it scrolls, the camera scrolls one block and then stops. That's just like, it doesn't have any real effect on the gameplay. It's just kind of, it's annoying in that way that it's just ever so slightly off. I feel like he could have put the wall just one block closer and it would have been, then you wouldn't have had this scroll at all, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not important. Ow, I hit myself with the shell. Okay. I did it. I did it, and I got a shellmet. Oh god. Oh, okay, that was very close to getting to the checkpoint. Okay, now I know where the checkpoint is. That's good. And you know what? I bet after that checkpoint is the boss fight. Because I don't, well, maybe there's another section like this, but I missed. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We'll do it again. Except better this time. This time, we're actually going to succeed in what we set out to do. Said everyone every time. I was too fast. I was too fast again. This isn't Sonic. I don't need to go fast. I mean, I do, but not that fast. I wonder how many other people have run into that problem of outspeeding it at some point. Okay, I was expecting to get hit by the laser again, and I did not, and once again, it threw me off. Alright, it's fine. I think part of the tricky thing about this level is that all of the shellmets they're not sitting on regular ground, they're sitting on spikes. So if you mistime your jump in grabbing the shellmet, you get hit by the spike and it messes up your timing on the jump. So if you jump too late, you get hit and it messes up your timing. But if you jump too early, you jump over the shellmet. And I hit myself with the shell and then put it on my head. Uh-oh. Damn it. It's fine. I'm curious why you put breakable blocks there and not next to those Mecha Koopas and not the solid blocks. Because theoretically, you could take one of these shellmets and break those blocks. Not that it would really do you any favors, but you could. And that would let out the Mecha Koopa. But like, again, it doesn't really do you much. We're very close to beating this level. We're also very close to running out of lives, which is kind of funny, because it means that once we hit that checkpoint, we're gonna need to beat the level within a small amount of lives. Unless it's one of those checkpoints with infinite lives, which is likely. Or at least, a life per life lost. Thus allowing you to try infinite times. You know what I mean. I think it's starting to sound like my voice is getting hoarse, because just to my own ears, I could be wrong. But hey, Shellmet, I'll take it. It actually helped me there. Okay. I'll lose the Shellmet there, that's fine. Ow! I should have ducked sooner, but that's fine. Okay. We hit the checkpoint. So we're gonna beat this level next time. Because, as for this episode, that's a wrap. Is unconcerned at the sheer multitude of lasers being shot at him.